Mark Twain once said, "Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day." If we put this idea into an organizational context, you may look at it as a way to manage your time, allowing you to reduce stress, improve creativity, and prevent procrastination. No, really, stick with us here. Why is time management important? Time is the only thing in the world that we cannot hold on to, make more of, or stop. We can only simply manage it. To do so correctly is important because no one can afford to lose time. Instead, you need to be in control of your time and not let it control you. You decide when you're going to complete each task, not wait until you have no more time left and then decide to do it because you have no choice. According to Seattle University, there are many benefits to practicing good time management, which are: it improves confidence and work efficiency. As you complete the task you need to do, you feel a sense of accomplishment. Seattle University said, the purpose of time management should not just be to fit more tasks into your day, it should be to allow you to produce stronger work and improve the success of your organization. Overcome indecisiveness. When you're planning your task in which order to do it and setting deadlines for yourself, you're practicing making decisions on a regular basis, which becomes a habit. Being a good decision maker is an important skill to have for all aspects of your life. Helping your team grow. By managing your time and completing your deadline, you help your team by doing your part, encouraging them to do theirs. This sets a good example for your team. Care for your mental and physical health. As you're planning your tasks that need to be done, it is important to set aside time for your meals of the day. It is also a good idea to plan breaks during the day to improve your mood and work efficiency. It is also a good feeling when you have gotten all of your difficult tasks out of the way and are able to focus on your own wants. Practicing good time management prevents stress. The Stress Management Society says the symptoms of stress are irritability and mood swings, fatigue, inability to focus, forgetfulness, and depression. Ways to handle stress from poor time management are: work smarter, not harder. Accept that some of your time will be spent on the tasks you cannot control. Don't waste your time feeling guilty about the things you don't get done. Record daily activities, achievements, goals, and time waste. Continually ask yourself, what is the best use of my time right now? And by eating a light lunch, you prevent yourself from being sleeping in the afternoon.
Time management and creativity. Having strong time management behaviors positively impacts creativity and can be beneficial for organizations to encourage. Time management behaviors include making lists, planning out activities, prioritizing activities, monitoring one's behaviors, and engaging in long-term planning of future projects. These behaviors significantly affect one's creativity because it lessens the pressure experienced throughout the creative process. Someone experiencing high time pressure tends to produce projects low in creativity, while having low time pressure creates projects high in creativity. When creativity is focused on products and services, the correlation between time management and creativity is at its strongest. A study done at Al-Azhar University has identified a correlation between the two variables. With the alpha level at 0.05 and the Pearson score at 0.810, with the p-value of less than 0.00001, we can see that the p-value is less than alpha, making the correlation significant. Had the p-value been higher than alpha or above 0.05, there would be no significant correlation between time management and creativity. Organizations should use the results of the study to encourage their employees to engage in more time management behaviors. Using time management in the workplace will produce high creative projects and new and improved ideas for products and services, which will then lead to greater employee engagement, positive attitudes, and job satisfaction.
Another benefit of time management is lowering procrastination. It's first important to know what procrastination is. Procrastination is known as an avoidance behavior and is defined as voluntarily avoiding or delaying a task, even though the task itself may be important and avoiding it may cause consequences in the future. Avoidance behaviors stem as a coping mechanism from trying to escape a problem, which in this case is work. Since individuals cannot easily escape their jobs, they may distract themselves with other minimal tasks or distractions that take up time in the workday. In order to stop procrastination, it is important to focus on how to stop avoidance behaviors. One of the best tools to use in proper planning in order to keep the attention focused and lessen anxiety by getting tasks completed according to due dates and importance. A study in 2003 called Procrastination at Work and Time Management Training by Wendelin Erede examined the effects of time management through planning and organization on procrastination through a quasi-experimental design. The treatment group consisted of 37 trainees and the control group consisted of 14 participants. Questionnaires were given using an 8-item scale based on the time management scale subscales, including goal setting, using mechanics, and control of time. Training groups were then created with the trainees in sizes of 8 to 11 participants, which discussed management topics such as personal goals and responsibilities at work. Based off this criteria, they decided which tasks were more or less important and how to schedule for them by making plans on how to complete tasks and list them according to importance and due dates. This training strengthens skills based on prioritization and decision making, and is all based on the organizational model that we are discussing today. The results showed the training group significantly improved more so during the post questionnaire. The treatment group reported an increase in time management, with the mean going from 2.76 at the first questionnaire to 3.46 at the second, while the control group was at an average of 2.88 at the first questionnaire and then 2.75 during the second questionnaire.
Now that we have a better understanding of why time management is important, let's explore a simple method that you can start implementing today. The first step in time management is to decide what goals are important to you or your organization, and then to write them down. The second step in managing your time is to sort the tasks you are bombarded with each day in accordance with how they relate to the goals that you have set. Dwight D. Eisenhower once said, "I have two kinds of problems, the urgent and the important. The urgent are not important, and the important are never urgent." This gave way to the Eisenhower Matrix. We see that this matrix is split into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, tasks that are important and urgent. Quadrant 2, important and not urgent. Quadrant 3, not important and urgent. And quadrant 4, not important and not urgent. Using Mark Twain's analogy, if we look at our tasks to be done as the frogs that we must eat, we can sort them into these 4 categories. Bullfrogs, urgent and important. Bullfrogs are big, ugly, and loud. These are crisis tasks, putting out proverbial fires, last-minute projects with tight deadlines, angry customers, clients, or bosses, and supplier issues that will cause delays. In other words, things that have to be handled now or will result in severe consequences in achieving your goals. Tree frogs, not urgent, but important. Tree frogs are loud, but they are much easier to eat. They are important tasks, but they are not urgent, as in tasks that have longer deadlines, like knowing that you have a paper due at the end of the semester when the semester begins, or planning an event that is a few months out. Your personal health, networking, and researching would all fall into this quadrant. Poison dart frogs, not important, but urgent. Paying bills, running errands, buying groceries, housekeeping, filing your taxes, yard work. These are all tasks that have to be done, making them urgent, but not important towards achieving your goals. And finally, we have the hypnotoads. Hypnotoads are not urgent and not important. They are the time vampires of our world. Scrolling TikTok and Reddit, binge watching a show just because it's on, or coworker gossip at the water cooler. These are tasks that suck time away from our goals and don't give us any value in return. Once your frogs have all been sorted, what do we do with them? Bullfrogs. Eat them now. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. These suckers have got to be taken care of immediately. Tree frogs. How do you eat a tree frog? The same way that you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. Start planning for them now. Break them down into small bites as soon as you know what the task is and when it is due. Make plans on how you will work on it in small portions between now and the due date. Don't wait until the last minute or they will morph into bullfrogs and be much more difficult to digest. Poison dart frogs. Give these guys away for someone else to eat. These are the tasks that can be delegated to others to give you more time to focus on your goals. Groceries can be ordered online and delivered or picked up in a fraction of the time it takes to go shopping. Hire someone else to file your taxes, set up auto pay on all of your bills, hire someone to mow your lawn or clean your house or even do your laundry. So you can take all of those things off of your plate, leaving you with more time to focus on what's important for your goals. Hypnotoads. Throw these guys out. Is scrolling TikTok getting you any closer to your goals? What about binge watching the last season of the Great British Baking Show? Social media and streaming services have many hidden psychological ways of keeping us hooked to the screens and sucking away our time. I encourage you to uninstall these types of apps from your phones. Also, sharing the latest gossip about your coworkers is a common time waster. And let's be honest, if your coworkers are so easy to talk about others behind their backs, aren't they going to be willing to do the same to you? Say no to the hypnotoads in your life. Toss them out. Once your frogs have all been sorted and handled, your focus will be to live most of your time doing quadrant 2 tasks. Planning ahead helps prevent smaller frogs from morphing into giant bullfrogs, and delegating and eliminating tasks that are not important or urgent for accomplishing your goals frees up time for you to focus on what's most important to you. Managing your time effectively using this method can help you reduce stress levels, be more creative, and prevent procrastination. Now that you understand, we would like to invite you all to please eat your frogs.